Resonance podcast with Sally.
Hello, my love, dearest love. Welcome home, soul family. What a week we had. This is the Royal Resonance podcast. I am Sally, your cosmic companion on this mystical journey into the mysteries of life. Akindara is my soul's sweet melody. And if you are returning, warm meals, sweet kisses, and love and hugs to you. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. Welcome to the sacred space where we co-create with the divine, a sanctuary of rest, rejuvenation, renewal, rebirth, remembrance. We heal together. Here we remember that I am in you, me, and us. We celebrate our interconnected paths, our healing journey, the wisdom that we have gathered across cultures, society, and religion to weave tales to share. We are the light. We are the truth. We are love. We are one. And if this resonates with you thus far, I ask that you subscribe, click that notification bell to not miss out on the latest channeled messages. And also, today is Cinco de Mayo. So also, happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy 5-5 portal. And on today's episode, like all the other episodes, these videos are timeless. These recordings are timeless, regardless of when they were actually recorded. They do carry the energies of that day that was recorded. However, they arrived in your field when you most needed or wanted. You are where you need to be in this exact moment. So again, these videos are timeless. And with that, I welcome you to today's episode, and I welcome in the wisdom of the Chariot, another major arcana card for this week. And yesterday we had the energy of the Six of Swords in reversed, where we were shedding away the final, as if you were walking through a spider web and you had you're trying to get all the webs off of you, and there's just still some left over, maybe in your hair, your shoulders, or somewhere. So essentially, yesterday was all about shedding away the final spider webs of the past to embrace the fullness of the present moment. And we are officially within the energy, and I think it started yesterday actually. We are officially within the energy of the new moon in Taurus. And just a quick sidebar here. When I say yesterday or today or new moon, that is in reference to when you hear this. So if you're hearing this on a Monday, then yesterday to you would be on a Sunday, and the new moon would be whatever new moon is coming up for you. And as I say, that is 616 on the clock. So, aside completed, now we go again. New beginnings are afoot. Seeds of intention sprouted since the last full moon. Something you had wished for, planted, and cared for is coming alive, coming online. And in these last few days, as we are in the final bits of energies before this new moon in Taurus on Tuesday, we are shedding any final layers of stories, patterns, behaviors to truly embracing the fullness of this gift that's arriving. And with the Chariot, it is coming in hot. There is new beginning, abundance, momentum. It is fast. And I'm doing my very best right now not to get so carried away with the energy, because I want to be able to speak and articulate very clearly. But I might end up doing that at some point within this recording. So it is fast, and it's coming into the physical realm. Taurus energy, Venusian energy. So something very beautiful is unfolding. That is I call it the great unfolding of you, and that it is beautiful. I also feel something that it could be really, Taurus is it's earth energy. I feel into Taurus, and Taurus feel like energy around your body. So you may even be hitting the gym again or doing something that your body is craving for, something about the this preciousness around the body. So this worshiping around the body. So a lot more self-care, a lot more around the love of yourself, love of your body. And this love is going to transcend. So in a way, it's going to bring in love if that's what you're looking for, or refreshen something in a current relationship if that's also what you're looking for. So Taurus energy is something very physical. So with that too, I feel a lot around materiality is coming into our field. And that could be abundance, new job opportunities that you've been looking for. So that is coming. So with this new beginnings happening, I am very curious to see what is sprouting in your field. So if you feel called to do so, share so in the comment. And additionally, as I am recording this, I did talk about 5-5 portal. 5, when you add them together, 10 is the number of completion, a completion of a cycle. And also 5 is a number of collaboration and co-creation. It could be also competition, like the competition, healthy forms of competition helps stimulate creative energy. It stimulates bonding. It stimulates a sense of camaraderie too. So there's also that energy in the air to co-create with the divine in what you wish to bring forth into the material world, into the physical. And when I close my eyes, I see a card in the Isis Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. And unfortunately, I don't have that deck right on hand right now at this time. But it's called the Chariot of Isis or something similar. And it's a purple Merkaba or Merkab. And I think for some of you, you are getting massive spiritual downloads from your astral travel. So some of you might be into astral projection, I think lucid dreaming, but diving into the unknown, traveling across space and time into the unknown. So Akashic record. See, I was going fast again. Akashic record, Hall of Amenti. So you are gaining massive download. And as I see that, as I'm saying that, there is also this beautiful purple electrical current that is pulsating through. And what I feel is this energy of a particular deity with a violet flame. It's Saint Germain, guardian of the violet flame. And there's this huge purification that's happening. It's as if I feel dragon energy coming through too. But it's essentially, when iron, like smith, when they hammer out, coming into mind right now is when old swordsmith, when they hammer out impurities, they're, through this hard pressure. So you've been going through a series of pressure cooker type moment and now this amount under this immense pressure, under the immense shadow work, the healing work, through facing your trauma, all the work you've been doing, you are emerging as a diamond. You are rising anew. And I feel there's this great expansion and support from so many deities that are within your field. And when I feel and what I feel is that there's this great also expansion in your crown chakra. So the capacity to hold wisdom. And I often say this too in outside of podcast world is when you're a teeny cup trying to hold, if all you're focused on is all the astral travel and you're not focused on the actual embodiment or integration of the wisdom, or the imagery I get, that what I see is essentially you're trying to squeeze a waterfall into a cup, and what's going to happen to the integrity of that cup is that it's going to crack. So that's why embodiment and integration work is so important, at least within my own healing journey. And I feel like for those who are listening and who resonate with this journey, is that firming your foundation, right? The foundation of your almost like clearing the spiritual field, that spiritual integrity, that body integrity, and allowing that wisdom to feel safe, to live within your body. That wisdom, you both feeling safe, this coexistence, co-creation. And what I feel into is that there's this expansion of your field, right? To hold. You recognize that your capacity has increased tenfold to hold the wisdom that is coming in, the downloads that are coming in, the understanding. You maybe even read in some spiritual text and you're finding yourself able to truly understand the meaning of a particular verse. That came through very clearly. And what I'm seeing is truth. Seeing truth clearly. This truth, this clarity is driving you forward with more certainty on what it is that you want in your life and what it is that you do not want in your life anymore. So that's what I'm feeling coming through right now with this great expansion that you're going through. And I feel like this is coming in today, but also it's going to be coming in the next few days too. Like, I think this is the big cycle that's coming up for you. And when I feel into the chariot even more, I feel that I'm being whisked away in life's might. And I feel the strong desires of emerging through the darkness. I feel myself rising out, and I'm seeing like as if Earth split, and like this like it is the same similar energy of the coming of spring too, when a seed goes through all the challenges of growing within the hard, immobile type earth, and it's emerging out, crack, and all of a sudden it sprouts. And the similar thing happens when you're trying to birth something. It's like going through the birth canal and coming alive, like bringing life into existence. There's something so beautiful about that process under so much pressure, and wow, you created something beautiful. You brought yourself, a diamond, into existence. And what I'm seeing is Hades is coming out. So I think there's this renewal of the sacred masculine, and 626 on my clock now. This is renewal of the sacred masculine that exists inside of all of us, the yang energy, and there's this rebuilding of this relationship with the sacred masculine. And as we're rebuilding that, there's a rebalancing of it. There's an embracing of it. And what I see as Hades comes out of the earth, splits the earth to arrive. He arrives in full armor, led by black horses. So arriving in style. You are arriving in style. And there is something powerful awakening. And I have a few affirmations that are coming through at this time. I feel that if you need that extra push, I feel like some of you don't, but if you wanted to, this is available for you. And I'm seeing truth more clearly around truth of people, seeing the core of who they are in this moment. And what I feel for most of us who are listening at this time, we wield the sword of truth. Willing to cut away illusions. Are you willing to bear the weight of being a truth wielder? If so, you can affirm and say, I wield the sword of truth. I am not afraid to use this sword to cut through illusions to see the truth of this given moment. I am not afraid of the truth. I embrace the truth fully. Do you feel yourself expanding in your capacity to hold light? Or if you want to increase your capacity to hold light, if so, you can also affirm and say, I am a light bearer. I hold the light of the infinite star. I am not afraid to dive into the shadows and emerge anew. I blossom into the fullness of my infinite power. I lead with this light. I am not afraid to live authentically as my divine self, a being of light. I am not afraid to be me. Lastly, if you need that extra boost of energy, that power and energy, then you can affirm and say, When I remember who I am, I become a force to be reckoned with. I am unstoppable. My love is as deep as the darkest trenches and wide as this cosmic galaxy and infinite beyond time and space. This love is power. I am love. I am powerful. I understand the depth, width, and weight of holding this great power. And just as I've crafted these, my own affirmations that I use to support my own journey, I believe you guys have done the same. So feel free, if you want, you can use these affirmations or create your own and fuel them. Fuel these affirmations with your deep emotional intentions that you are carrying forward on this wind of change. And say them. Say them when you're at a stop sign. Say them before you're going to bed. Say them as you wake up. Say them and feel those emotions that carry through the intention, the sense of being one with these affirmations. You are riding the winds. You are riding the winds of change. You are connected to the all of everything. You are ushering in change more than you could even possibly see in this present moment. That is fantastic. And I feel it. I feel this wind of change. I hear this great music of someone so fully ready to jump in. And it's like a Japanese instrumental from a particular anime. I think the anime is Demon Slayer. So on a side aside, this is truly, it is only the beginning, my friend. This is only the beginning. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And as I ask for additional wisdom and support from the goddesses, we have Uzume with 50 and humor. This new change is bringing in abundance for you. Abundance of what? So many different things. And in particular, for yourself, you'll know. And I find myself laughing so much during this recording, but you're finding the humor in this journey. And I think through your own path of remembrance, you're finding how hilarious things are, so interconnected, how we are all interconnected, how the universe is speaking to us in many ways, from numbers and signs and animal spirits, elements, so many different ways. And I think like this humor, the universe is saying you can bring your inner children along for the ride. You know, they are safe within the container of you, and you can bring them, ask them to come out and play more, and you allow your inner child to express. And in many ways, our inner children, they carry so much wisdom. They carry their own wisdom. And then as we're talking about wisdom, Metis comes in with 30 and in the alignment or reverse position with wisdom. And the journey you have been on taught you many things. You know, being under that pressure, being willing to have courage to dive into your shadows and transmute all that darkness into a light for yourself, into this light that you are holding and embodying. You turned all these lessons into wisdom by saying no more to all these cycles that you carried on, that is of your own making, and generational trauma of not your own making. All of these things, like, you are seeing the fullness of, like, talk about owning your powers. That's owning. And I feel like you are embracing that journey, and I think we celebrate in that, right? It's a journey that you were willing to heal and you are actively doing. And one lesson that is coming up was that you learned, I think, not in an easy way, is facing situations where you were made to feel small, made to dim your light. And that is no longer your story. And the story that you are now adopting is a story where no is a complete statement, where you don't have to explain why you want to do something. And That is the difference between owning your power and viewing your power as something external. Owning your power is owning and accepting the fullness of your entire self. It is an alignment of who you want to be and where you are at right now. And I see a merging of souls. As I say that, you have so much wisdom in you to share. And just as I share with you via this podcast and space, not choosing to dim myself anymore due to culture, upbringing, trauma, everything and anything in between, you have this capacity too. You have something that wants to get out there. And so I say, bring it forth. It is time. It is so time for you to rise. Just time to ride out of the shadows in your full glory. And I am shown again that scene of Hades coming out of the earth. Yes, you are powerful. It is time to arrive into the space in the fullness of your glory, dressed from head to toe in the most glorious outfit ever. So yes, for everyone who has gathered into this space, who continues to listen to these channeled messages, I see you. We are one, and I connect with you, my soul family, individuals who are here with the same mission as I. Sharing our knowledge as wisdom keeper is part of that mission. As we bridge the unseen to the seen in our own languages that will support the understanding and emergence and awakening of the collective, there is a shared mission here. That's why you're here. So you know who you are. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. So that's all that messages that I have for you today. I am so excited. I have another light language soon that'll be dropping soon, which will support us flying and soaring and riding these winds of change, appreciating the expansion that is happening right now. And I love the magic that we all carry so much. So thank you to you for being here. Thank you for me. Thank you to us. And truly, and so it is. So if this message resonates with you in any shape or form, and if you feel called to do so, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I love you. I love you so much. Until next time, the light in me sees the light in you. Bye, guys.